Section 16 of The Fables of Pilpay. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Michael McTaggart, Midland, Washington. The Fables of Pilpay by Anonymous. Translated by Abdullah Ibn al-Muqaffa and Joseph Harris. Fable 8. The Sparrow and the Sparrow-Hawk. Two sparrows had once built their nests under the same hovel, where they had also laid up some small provision for their young ones. But a sparrow-hawk, who had built his nest upon the top of a mountain, at the foot of which this hovel stood, came continually to watch at what time their eggs would be hatched, and when they were, immediately ate up the young sparrows. This was a most sensible affliction to both the parents. However, they had afterwards another brood, which they hid so among the thatch of the hovel, that the hawk was never able to find them. These, therefore, they bred up so well, and in so much safety, that they had both of them the pleasure to see them ready to fly. The father and the mother, by their continual chirping, testified for a long time their joy for such a happiness. But, all of a sudden, as the young ones began to be fledged, they fell into a profound melancholy, which was caused through extremity of fear lest the sparrow-hawk should devour these young ones, as he had done the others, as soon as they found their way out of the nest. The eldest of these young sparrows one day, perceiving this, desired to know of the father the reason of his affliction, which the father having discovered to him, he made answer, that instead of breaking his heart with sorrow, it much better became him to seek out some way, if possible, to remove so dangerous a neighbor. All the sparrows approved this advice of the young one, and while the mother flew to get food, the father went another way in search of some cure for his sorrows. After he had flown about for some time, said he to himself, "I know not, alas, what it is I am seeking. Whither shall I fly? Into whom shall I discover my troubles?" At length he resolved, not knowing what course to take, to address himself to the first creature he met, and to consult him about his business. The first creature chanced to be a salamander, whose extraordinary shape at first affrighted him. However, the sparrow would not alter his resolution, but accosted and saluted him. The salamander, who was very civil, gave him an obliging reception, and, looking upon him with a fixed eye, "Friend," said he, "I discover much trouble in thy countenance. If it proceed from weariness, sit down and rest thyself. If from any other cause, let me know it, and if it be in my power to serve thee, command me." With that, the sparrow told his misfortunes in such moving language as raised compassion in the salamander. "Well," said he, "be of courage. Let not these troubles any more perplex thee. I will deliver thee from these wicked neighbors this very night. Only show me his nest, and then go peaceably to roost with thy young ones." This the sparrow accordingly punctually did, and returned the salamander many thanks for being so much concerned for his misfortunes. No sooner was the night come, but the salamander, determined to make good his promise, collected together a number of his fellows, and away they went in a body, with every one a bit of a lighted sulphur in their mouths, to the sparrow-hawk's nest, who, not dreaming of any such thing, was surprised by the salamanders, who threw the sulphur into the nest, and burnt the old hawk, with all the young ones. This fable teaches ye that whoever has a design to ruin his enemy may possibly bring it about, let him be never so weak. "But consider, spouse," replied Kalilah, "Kotorb is the king's chief favorite, and it will be a difficult thing, believe me, to ruin him. Where prudent princes have once placed their confidence, they seldom withdraw it because of bare report. And I presume you will not be able to use any other means on this occasion." "I will take care, however," replied Dimna, "of this, at least, that it shall be represented to the lion that one of the 6 great things which cause the ruins of kingdoms, and which is indeed the principal, is to neglect and condemn men of wit and courage." "That indeed," replied Kalilah, is one very great one. But what, I pray, are the other 5? The second, continued Dimna, is not to punish the seditions. The third is to be too much given to women, to play and divertisements. The fourth, the accidents attending a pestilence, a famine, or an earthquake. The fifth is being too rash and violent. And the sixth is preferring war before peace. You are wise and prudent, spouse, replied Kalilah. But let me, though more simple, advise thee in this matter. Be not the carver of your own revenge, but consider that whoever meditates mischief commonly brings it at last upon his own head. The other side, he that studies his neighbor's welfare, prospers in everything he undertakes, as you may see by the ensuing fable. End of section 16.